Tanvi. Today I am here to present my SDM second assignment, which is titled as Automated Testing of GMinsta application using any automated tool. So here I have used Katalon Studio, which is a basic testing tool which we use in our day-to-day life, and every engineers and software development people use this tool. So this assignment mainly deals how we are using here automated testing to test our GMinsta, a mini social media application similar to a real world Instagram which we use in our day-to-day life. Similar, we are using here automated tester tool which is called Katalon Studio to check whether all the test cases execute correctly based on our requirements, and it becomes the test cases becomes pass or fail, which we are using in our day-to-day life, the real world application. So first let us discuss about what is software testing. Without knowing about the software testing, we cannot understand about the automated testing. So here software testing, it is the process of testing any kind of software. The word itself says software testing means testing a software to free the software from any sort of bugs or errors and ensure that it meets the requirements of the user, which the user are expecting the requirements, though those requirements are met by the software which we have built or not. So this software development life cycle, software testing is very important in the case of software development life cycle, because testing is a very crucial part. Before testing, without testing, we cannot deploy any kind of website or any kind of apps to the customers, because without any sort of testing they will get lots of errors, bugs, and we should improve the quality, reliability and security of the software. We should check whether it is working correctly in all sort of situations, then we should deploy them to the users. So in the software testing there are two types, that is manual testing and automated testing. So here to test the GMinsta application, we are using the automated testing tool because it is very easy to test using the automated testing tool, the application which we have built, rather than using the manual testing. So first, now let's see about the automated testing. Here automated testing is a software testing technique in which the test cases are executed automatically using the testing tools. We don't need to do anything in the case of automated testing. The test cases are executed upon themselves only. It verifies that an application functions correctly without requiring any manual intervention, means we don't need to interfere anything. Automated testing is much faster and accurate, and it is consistent rather than manual testing. It is usually used to execute a repetitive task in the case of large applications. In this, we are using Katalon Studio to automate the testing of the GMinsta, a mini social media application, ensuring efficient and reliable validation of the particular requirements. So now let's see about the Katalon Studio. Katalon Studio, it is one of the widely used automated testing tool, as I said before, which is used to test any sort of applications, that is web, mobile, API files and apps, etc., which provides a user-friendly interface that helps the testers to create and execute and manage all sort of test cases. The tool supports both record and playback script, means we can record first and then we can playback the same script. It is important because it reduces manual testing effort, because it is having more improves accuracy, consistency, and also identify the defects early in the improvement. So it says correctly where I am getting the error and what step I am lagging behind throughout the SDL, that is software development life cycle. So there are some key features of the Katalon Studio. Key features are record and playback. We can first record the GMinsta application, that we can playback how many times we want. Object repository, it is a object ID is given to every small entity. Detailed reports and logs, means detailedly it will say where is your lagging application and what sort of errors all you are getting. Cross browser testing, first we need to run the application, then cross verify. It will cross verify and it will manually run the it will automatically run the application. Data driven testing means it will test all sort of data. If any sort of fake data is there, it shows failed and it will show the test case is failed. Next is the test scenario preparation. Test scenario preparation is the process of identifying and defining the different functionality of an application that we need to be tested. It helps the testers to understand what features should be verified and ensures what all the important modules should be needed to verify this sort of application. In the GMinsta social media application, test scenarios were prepared majorly on the modules such as login, registration, feed page and post page and even the profile page. These scenarios serve as the basic foundation for creating any sort of applications because it ensures the proper application functions according to the user requirements. Proper test scenario preparation improves this test coverage, reduces the defect rate and also enhances the software quality. It also helps in organizing the testing process in a systematic manner. Well-defined test scenarios ensure both the functional and the user requirements are truly validated during the testing. They provide a clear understanding of expected what of the application we are running here. So next, how to test the login page and the functionalities. First, we have to verify the valid login ID. We have to ensure and we have to enter the correct login ID, login name and the password. If it is correct, it ensures the successful message, and if it is an invalid, we need to verify an invalid login also, giving the fake password and the fake user ID, and it displays an error message that is user will not exist or invalid credential like that. Next is it should also check for empty credential. If there is empty, it should display a message called please fill the blocks. So new user registration, if any new user is registering into this GMinsta mini social media application, then they need to provide their application, their username, their email ID and the password, and then they have to provide a confirm password. If they provide a fake password is different and confirm password is different, then it shows the error message that is invalid registration or invalid password. And again we need to check for invalid registration also. And if the user is already existing, it should not sign in again, it should show that user already exists. Next is how to test the feed and the profile functionalities. To check the feed, we need to check whether the post uploaded is displaying correctly with the correct user ID, user details and all the post likes and comment displayed there. For the case of profile functionalities, we should check the profile photo is displaying correct. If we update any sort of profile photo or the bio in the profile section, it should be also be updated. If we are giving such nonsense things, it should show invalid credentials or it is not valid for this particular section. This is all about the test cases overview, means what sort of test cases I have executed here. First is the valid login and invalid login. Next is valid user registration, invalid user registration. Next is the feed page, and next is the profile section. So I have used here valid and invalid. So it is showing the techniques used are positive and negative testing based on the requirements. And validation and regression means if it is valid means it met the user requirements. If it is invalid, it also is working correct. If it is not working correct for everything, it is giving login, sign up for invalid registration also. So there my test cases will fail. So I had two defects in my overall GMinsta application, which is first one is the login page. Means for the fake login ID, it was developing only one such general message for everything, but I need to identify the particular message, because if there is please fill the field or invalid credentials, particular messages should be displayed so that the user will get an idea of what sort of I am filling. In the case of a profile page, I need to refresh repeatedly to update the data. So I need to update in such a way that without refreshing the page also it should update the data. So last but not the least is the conclusion page. In the conclusion, we'll get to know about how we have used the GMinsta application using the Katalon Studio. Multiple test scenarios were executed like login, registration, profile management, etc. The testing process verified the functions of the application. Katalon Studio is simplified testing process through which we'll get the manual testing in the detailed execution reports to get where we have failed. This assignment provides the practical exports of the software testing. Overall, this project enhanced the understanding of the software quality assurance and how we need to develop a software and how we need to test this software in the real world applications. So this is the Katalon studio. So I have executed my test case here. So let us execute one test case, which is the login test case. So you can see that login test is passed here. Next is about the registration test. So the user already exists and the invalid password I have typed, so it is giving passed because it is correct executed. Next is about the profile test case. Last one is about the feed page. So overall 4 tests I have passed and all I am getting the result as passed. This is all about my assignment. Thank you.